We know there are many choices in internet radio, and the staff and host of LA Talk Live would like to thank you for choosing the internet's hottest destination for the most eclectic sound and invigorating talk. This is LA Talk Live. We are more than just talk.
Yeah, yeah, you are my African queen. Ooh, Lord, ooh, Lord. Just like the sun, light up the earth, you light up my life. The only one I ever see with a smile so bright. Hey, and just yesterday, you came around my way. You changed my horse in way with your astonishing beauty. Oh, you couldn't make a brother sing. No ordinary thing, a supernatural being. And no, you are brighter than the moon, brighter than the star. I love you just the way you are. And you are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. You take me where I never been, yeah. You make my heart go ding-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, you are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. And you remind me of a thing, and that is the African beauty. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, you are my African queen. Oh, Lord, ooh, Lord. Out of a million, you stand as one, the outstanding one. I look into your eyes, girl, what I see is paradise. Hey, you captivated my soul. Now every day I want you more. I cannot deny this feeling I'm feeling inside. Hey, no one cannot take your place, you cannot take your space, and it's a fact I cannot erase. And no, you are the one that makes me smile, make me float like a boat upon the Nile. Girl, you are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. You take me where I never been. You make my heart go ding-a-ling-a-ling. Yeah, you are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. And you remind me of a thing, and that is the African beauty. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, you are my African queen, and I know, oh yes I know. You are my African queen, and I know. See, I know what I am feeling in my heart and in my soul. Oh, I know that it's this love, and I know that this love was surely sent from up above. 'Cause you're the only one that I think of. You are my African queen, and I know that it means that you're the only one that I will serve. I'll give you my heart, my love, my body and my money. Every other thing you think of. In a man who could think of anything better than you, who could think of ever hurting you. Sacrifice my all, I'll give it all to you. You are my African queen, for real. You are my African queen, the girl of my dream, the girl of my dream. Yeah, I've never been. Oh, nah, nah, yeah. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, lolly. You are my African queen. You are my African queen, girl of my dream, my African. You remind me of a thing. Oh, that is the African. So black, so beautiful. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Munyemo, I love you, I love you, I love you. Munyemo, I love you, I love you. Oh yeah, my African queen, I love you, I love you.
Hey girl, you are an African queen. Black girl, you are the best I'd ever seen. Boom, I'm gonna rise up me nature, that's all I know. See me a feet and me must start just so. Rise up me nature, that's all I know. See me a feet up, She want it hard and stiff and extended. Woman, you know me gifted for that. Me talented. Love you till you text you and your fat. Get it splendid, boy. Hey yo, I miss you recommended. Listen what my argument is. Boom, I'm gonna rise up my nature. That's all I know. See me a feature, me must start it show. Rise up in nature. Hey, that I can rise up in nature. Oh, you sitting in me for me say the girls them love it. This is like a lunch song, the girl them a study. Then you say them fatter, them sexy and chubby. Hey you girl, come sit down on me. Boom, this same thing in me body like this them like. In me bed me turn and I twist them like. Push it in, boy, it fit them like. Hey, vice grip, me a grip them like. Rise up me nature, that's all I know. See me a feet and me must start it show. Rise up me nature, hey, black woman you rise up me nature. Can't you tell you now, hey girl, you are an African queen. Hey girl, you are the best I've ever seen. Yet a girl you rise up me nature, that's all I know. See me a feet and me must start it show. Rise up me nature, black woman me say you rise up me nature. Hey. Oh, one and only, and you make a lunge, you got the woman that's around me. Oh, you know she bring a sexy friend that feed on me. Yo, hey, you again, big a judgment now. Centret says she a prepare for me. The clean spazzier underwear and garments to wear for me, yo. Hey, woman, the world that this here for me. She have to open up and she got this here for me. Hey, girl, you are my African queen. Black girl, you are the best I'd ever seen. Yo, man, you rise from my nerves and that's all I know. See me a feet and me must start it show. Rise up me nature, that's all I know. Yo, that's all I know. Boom, I just enjoy ya, just the memories. Oh, she never destroy the friendship. You should not get her saying she tormented. She want it hard and stiff and extended. Woman, you know me gifted for that. Me talented. Me love you straight to the max. I splendid. Aye, listen what my argument is. Every time I see yo, me recommend. Hey girl, you are an African queen. You so clean. Hey girl, you are the best on the scene, the best I've ever seen. Yo, same thing, them I love it. Boy, my song, the girl them a study. Look how them fat and sexy and chubby. Hey you girl, come sit up on me. Boom, this same thing inna me pants. Say yeah, this girl's like. Boy, inna me bed me turn and twist them like. Boy, open up me say it fit them like. Tight, vice grip, me a grip them like. Rise on me nature, that's all I know. See me a future, me must start it. Woman, you rise on me nature. Whoa, woman, you rise on me nature. Centret says she a prepare for me. The best was here and underwear and garments she wear for me. Hey, yo, woman, the world of this year up for me. She open up in my bed and say she got this year for me. She rise on me nature, that's all I know. Yo, black woman, me must start it.
If they gleam in the sun while they spinning, they fit on my truck, then I could remember. And if it came in a sack, no stems, no seeds in a bag, then I could remember. And if it dripped from my wrist and it looked like it shine like blue, then I could remember. But oh, girl, I forgot to be a lover. If it wasn't for the 9 to 5 doubled up overtime, then I could remember. If it wasn't for the Sunday All-Star Weekend game, girl, I could remember. And if it wasn't for the dough, 50 Jesus show, girl, you know that I could remember. But silly me, oh, tell me how could I ever forget to be your love? Never realize that you need love too. Oh, yeah. Spend my life making up to you. Oh, I forgot to be a lover.
When she starts bringing up older and the fights keep getting worse, finding numbers in her purse, better put that woman first.
Yeah.
And you know she ain't wearing her ring.
Oh no.
And she starts playing little games. come in and late from work. You better put that woman first.
If it wasn't for the makeup on my shirt, still out there chasing skirts, then
I could remember.
And if it wasn't for that fight last night, you smashing out my headlights,
I
then
could remember.
if it wasn't for parole, steady ducking my PO, girl, you know
I could remember.
But silly me, babe. Tell me, how could I ever forget to be yours? Now I realize that you need love too. Spend my life thinking up to you. Oh, I forgot to be a lover.
When she starts bringing up old
shit.
Fights keep getting worse.
I'm telling you, brother, you better put your woman first.
She ain't wearing her ring.
Oh yeah.
And she starts playing little games.
I'm telling you, brother.
You better put that woman first.
So many times, acting like it wasn't really nothing.
So many ways.
Left to myself, always running.
So many games.
All that has changed.
So many words.
I need you to stay.
Always came first.
Even though sometimes felt like second.
Ain't got no love.
You know I had to learn a lesson.
Spend some time.
Put in some work.
And for better or worse.
Always put that woman
Starts bringing up older.
first.
And the fights keep getting worse.
Getting worse.
Finding numbers in
In
her
her
purse.
purse.
Better put that woman
Put
first.
that woman
She
first.
ain't wearing her ring.
Oh yeah.
She starts playing little games.
Little girl.
Coming in late from work.
I'ma say it again. You better put that woman, put that woman
She starts bringing up older. And the fights keep getting worse.
She's gonna leave you.
Better put that woman first.
Yeah.
And if she ain't wearing her ring,
Yeah.
and she starts playing little games,
Yeah.
coming in late from work, you better put that woman first.
It's all in me. Anything you want done, baby. know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, hey, girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. The time for hesitation's through. There's no time to wallow in the mire. Darling, we could only lose, and our love become a funeral pyre. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire.
All glad you're in my world. Just as sure as the sky is blue, I'm blessed today that I found you. Can you hear the silent shout? Beauty. I'm calling out to your body. I'm calling out. Just what to do. Close the door, no wind. Put your hands together now. Let him see. I'm so glad to see you in my world. My just as sure my world is blue. My world today that I found you. And I'm so mighty proud about to have you. No shame in my game. You're in my world. Just as sure as the sky is blue. I'm blessed today that I found you. I wanna show you all. To have you. I wanna let them know you're in my world. Let the whole world know why. As the sky is loving my baby now. That I found you. Loving my baby now. To have you. Ain't nobody. You're in I said ain't no lady better than my baby. I'm blessed today that I found you. See, I'm so mighty proud about it. I'm so glad you're in my world. It's making me stand. As the sky is making me dance. That I found you. Making me fortunate to have you, girl. I'm so glad you're in my world. Making me just as sure as the sky is blue. I'm blessed today that I found you. Making me fortunate to have you, girl. I'm so glad you're in my world. Just as sure as the sky is blue. I'm blessed today that I found you.
Now that you're out of my life, I'm so much better. You thought I'd be weak without you, but I'm stronger. You thought that I'd be broke without you, but I'm richer. You thought that I'd be sad without you, I laugh harder. Thought I wouldn't grow without you, now I'm wiser. Thought that I'd be helpless without you, but I'm smarter. You thought that I'd be stressed without you, but I'm chilling. You thought I wouldn't sell without you, sold 9 million. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder. I'm a survivor.
Good afternoon and welcome to a necessary conversation with your host Brooks Jackson Colyar. We are here at LATalkLive.com, reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. Thank you for joining us. We got a late start, it's my birthday week and I've been hanging out and coming in late and not showing up for stuff, but no, not true. We just decided we wanted to hear a little music before we got started this afternoon because it puts us in a great mood. And then by the time our guests come in, we'll be all ready and up and running for them. But right now, we're just listening to Beyonce, and that's who I am, a survivor. And I hope you're listening to me, survivors out there. And call us and let us know what's going on with you and your trek along this survivable journey that we're on. Our phone lines will be open all afternoon at 323-247-7443. Operators are standing by. We have a fun show lined up for you this afternoon. One of my great friends will be coming in from someplace near Palm Desert. She's moved out there to write and to work on projects, and is out with all the wild animals and stuff. So we will be welcoming a little bit later to the show Miss September Pierce. So yay, September, for driving 3 hours to be on the show. So she'll be here. And a special friend. We have women in comedy. You know, we don't... Sorry about that. We don't always get to champion the women in comedy, and there are quite a few amazing, funny women. And we have a comedy conference, or a comedy festival that's going to be coming up here in Los Angeles in April. We have the founder of the Women in Comedy Festival. She will be joining us in the first part of our show. Miss Hope Flood will be in the house, a wonderful comic. Well, welcome to Black History Month. It's a lot going on this month. It's Black History Month. It's Women's Health Month, Women's Heart Health Month. It's also my birthday month. Haha. So, you know, aside from all that other wonderful stuff, you have all month. Actually, I'll go into March if it's necessary for you to get your gifts and cards, and I take cash. You know, if it's spendable in any country, I'll take it. So, hey, a little dance and music. Look, if you call us with some little known Black History facts, we're going to be talking about Black history all day today. And just common facts we know about Madam C.J. Walker, revolutionized hair care for Black people. What would we have done without the pressing comb? So we want to say yay, yay to Madam C.J. Walker. You rocked. Also, Charles Drew. What about blood plasma? You know, that was a big deal. That saved millions of lives, and still today. So we want to take our hats off to Dr. Charles Drew. Yeah. Okay, look, little known fact. Marvin Gaye, the singer, the amazing singer, he took a 2-year hiatus from singing and auditioned or tried out to play for the Detroit Lions. Well, he didn't make it, but he came back and he wrote a song, What's Going On? So what's really going on? Hats off to Marvin Gaye and his attempt to become a football player. Yeah. Now, I know we all remember the day Dr. Martin Luther King was assassinated, and, you know, the world kind of went crazy, and especially with Black people. And on the East Coast, James Brown did a concert in Boston that kind of rallied everybody around and kind of saved the day. James Brown, big ups to you and that concert. And I remember that. I was an infant, of course, at the time, but I remember that was a lot of talk about that. So we got a lot of amazing people to celebrate during Black History Month. We a lot of Black history people who are not being celebrated. We just want to bring a little bit of attention to those people that we know or that we don't know and always recognize. Go online, Google, put in Black History Facts, Black History Inventors, and see what you come up with. There's some amazing things that you're going to find out. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll come back with Miss Hope Flood, Miss Sharita Herring, there's a grant for that, and the amazing September Pierce. In the meantime, Rich is going to let us hear a little bit more of this amazing music. We'll be back. Call us at LATalkLive.com. We're 323-247-7443.
From Marrakech.
are now tuned into LA Talk Live. We're more than just talk. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
African glory. What we want to see. African liberty. Give it to me.
People, it's Jennifer Tapia from StarCam. You guys might know me from the red carpet, catching up with all the stars, but guess what? We're bringing the red carpet to the radio right out here on LA Talk Live. I'm going live Thursday nights at 6 p.m. We got hot topics, celebrities, and much more. We were featured on Chloe Lamar on E!, Howard Stern, T.I.'s Family Hustle. You know how we do. So check it out on Thursday nights, 6 p.m. All things Hollywood, everything celebrity. StarCam Radio?
StarCam Radio? StarCam Radio!
Oh yeah, follow us on Twitter at StarCam Radio.
Hey everybody, it's Miss R&B, and I'm inviting you to come and hang with me every Thursday night at 9 p.m. PST for Perspectives Corner with Rona Roe Bennett on America Talk Live. Hear and see interviews and live performances from some of our favorite celebrities and personalities in entertainment, sports, business, and the wellness industries. We're getting lifted and we're going deep, talking about life and empowering the champion in us all. See you there.
Are you tired of getting sick and tired? Are you tired of doctors not knowing what's wrong with you? D-Herbs may have the answer. D-Herbs, #1 in herbal remedies. D-Herbs' main goal is to enlighten and properly educate people to the importance of human health and nutrition. D-Herbs, home of the full body cleanse. Everyone needs to cleanse. If you eat meat and dairy products, you need to cleanse. If you're eating processed foods, you need to cleanse. 90% of today's diseases that we suffer from are diet-related. Cleansing opens the door to healing and rejuvenation. Whether you need help with a chronic disease, weight loss, or to jumpstart and eliminate fatigue, D-Herbs Full Body Cleanse can help. There's a better way to live and healthier way to live. Experience healing. Visit us at dherbs.com. That's DHERBS.com, or call us at 866-434-3727. That's 866-434-3727.
Are you ready to enjoy the Maui lifestyle? You can have it all by owning real estate on the paradise island of Maui. Dennis Rush, a 22-year Maui resident and real estate broker, brings his wealth of experience and market knowledge to add value to your Maui real estate understanding, providing a level of service as unique and exceptional as the island of Maui itself. The magical island of Maui was voted the most exclusive resort island in the world by Condé Nast Traveler, and keep in mind, Maui is only a simple, non-stop flight away. Hawaii Business Magazine Top 100 Realtors awarded Dennis Rush the 2011 fourth top realtor on the island of Maui. Go to www.dennisrush.com to view all of the amazing properties currently available in the Maui MLS system. Whatever your needs or desires, Dennis Rush will provide a private consultation for any Maui properties your heart desires. You will be in good hands. Once again, go to www.dennisrush.com. That's www.dennisrush.com. Contact Dennis today to start your Maui lifestyle now. Dennis Rush, proud sponsors of the Dawn Christie Show and LA Talk Live.
Hi, this is Dawn Christie inviting you to join me every Friday, 1 p.m. Pacific, for my all-new show, The Dawn Christie Show. Join me as I discuss love, spiritual readings, your purpose, why am I born, what am I here to do. So don't forget to tune in The Dawn Christie Show at 1 p.m. Pacific, exclusively on LA Talk Live. You can also catch us on iTunes Radio R&B or watch us on Ustream TV, reality radio, handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk.
Hi, this is Julie Orlov, inviting you to join us every Friday at 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for our all-new show, Pathways to Love. Join us as we talk about love and relationships and how you can create the relationships you desire. So don't forget to tune in to Pathways to Love every Friday at 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, exclusively on LATalkLive.com. You can also catch us on iTunes Radio R&B, Live 365, Radio Flag, and now Stitcher Radio, or watch and listen directly at LATalkLive.com. Reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk.
Hi, this is Romy Klinger.
This is Rose Garcia.
And we are inviting you to join us for the Romy and Rose Show every Friday at 4 p.m. Tune in for the Romy and Rose Show. We're going to be talking about pop culture, dating, business 101, what's ratchet, what's not ratchet, and music and so much more. So don't forget, tune in to the Romy and Rose Show. About to get real.
Exclusively on LATalkLive.com. You can also catch us on iTunes Radio, R&B, or watch us on Ustream.tv. Reality show handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk.
We're real talk.
Hi everyone, Chef Richard Petty here to tell you about LA Talk Live's new cookie show, Let's Do Lunch, with me, your host, Chef Richard Petty. Let's Do Lunch launches Saturday, January 19th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Well, tune in to Let's Do Lunch with me, Chef Richard Petty, Saturdays, 10 to 11 a.m., exclusively on LA Talk Live. We're more than just talk.
Your shoulders where I sit, the half nobody sees of a silent partnership. I am here, your helpless hand. I'm never far away, a clear view from where I stand. I'll be there if you need me. I am your helping hand. My words you cover more.
Necessary Conversation continues with your host, Brooks Jackson Collier. My guests have all arrived at the same time. Radio listening and viewing audience, help me welcome to A Necessary Conversation. My first guest, we go back.
Yes.
We have history, we have roots. Mm-hmm. Yes, we do. I am so proud of you right now.
Thank you.
We've kind of been off and on in our relationship, but we girls, we are real
Not
women.
because of me, trust that. I tried to hang in there with the friendship, but I couldn't, You got a bulldog, and you have a bulldog blocking you.
Hey. But we had made up. We have hugged and kissed and made up. We're back, and we're about to do some amazing things in 2013. The founder, this I'm most proud of, the founder of A Nickel of Hope Incorporated. It's a Hope's Girls Club, and it does all the things that Sharita and I have been talking about me doing with my foundation. So I just want to congratulate you on that. And the other thing, we're going to come back and talk more about that, because that's really where my heart is right there. But, both the things that you are doing, right? The Females in Comedy Convention 2013 is coming up in April. Hope Flood is the founder and organizer of that, so we're going to be talking about that.
Thank you. Yes.
So Hope, welcome. This is your first time on A Necessary Conversation. Yeah.
I think I'm supposed to be a part of the whole cast.
I think
Yeah. What happened to that? Okay.
I think
talk
so,
to my agent about this.
Hope is a radio diva.
Yes, I am.
What did you do? 8 years?
3 years in Dallas.
In Dallas.
Yeah, we took the station. Thank you. Yeah. We took the station from a 0.09 to a 2.4. And I'd still be there in Dallas working, but we got replaced and caught up in the whole syndication thing. So now it's like Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley, and then Tom Joyner gets the rest of the stuff. Then Russ Parr and maybe Doug Banks will get some stuff. But it's serious now.
We're going to bring you over on internet. I'm going to bring you on as a part of this show, because of course we're going to be doing a bunch of stuff. But
I'd love to be a part of it.
Your expertise and your radio savvy can only add to A Necessary Conversation.
And personality.
You know what?
Thank you.
Because my whole thing for doing this was initially, let me finish introducing my guest and then we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get into it.
My second guest, of course, is one of my love of my heart, who has gotten me through the deepest of the deepest bullshit and helped me emerge as a butterfly.
That's right.
She's an amazing author, a gifted reader, and one of my bestest friends. Welcome to the table, Miss September Pierce. And of course, the show wouldn't be the show. We got so many new viewers because of you and your segments. So there's a grant for that.
Yeah.
I love again, Miss Sharita Herring joins us. Yeah.
I love that.
We'll be talking about your workshop this week as well. Yes. Okay. We are not this amazing group. We already have a caller. So hey, caller, what's your name and where are you? Hello. Caller.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm calling to get the results to my pap smear.
Ladies and gentlemen,
you're pregnant. You're pregnant.
Is this Dr. Waterloo office?
You're pregnant. Yeah, you're pregnant.
We just went in triplets.
Yeah, no, I went to get my dentures cleaned and they gave me a pap smear. I was wondering why, but I just went on ahead with it because it ain't been touched in years.
Yes, you know that's got to be one of Hope's friends. It ain't none of my
friends. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Miss Simply Cookie.
They don't have to owe me $7. Tell I get my money.
We put it in the collection plate at church.
Yes,
we pray for your sins.
You don't get no money back. Cookie will be joining us as part of the comedy festival this year, I'm hoping.
Yeah, she better.
So, yeah.
I've already asked her.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm representing Cookie, and she says she has not received her gas card in the mail, so she will not be appearing in a place that she don't get her gas card.
We got you. We got you. I'm working on those right now. If not, we'll get you a Starbucks card if you can get some coffee at least.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I don't do Starbucks. You either give me one of them Viagra cards or a gas card.
Viagra cards. I don't know they had a Viagra card.
That's because you ain't getting none, baby. I'm getting it.
Cookie just recently performed with Mike P in Las Vegas. All this last weekend, she was where in Las Vegas?
I'm sorry, baby. Do you work for the police department? I don't give no
We are writing a short story on you. Yes, we are.
Me and Chris Donna right now is not giving our whereabouts.
Are you hiding from the sniper? I hear you out there shooting up. I was scared to come here today.
We hanging out together. We writing the script for this movie.
You and the sniper? You know they got a sniper running around at LAPD. LAPD is going around shooting people right now, and they looking for him because he's good, because he's a former Marine, he's a former police officer. He knows what he's doing, so he's gonna be hard to catch.
He ain't that good. He burning the chicken right now. Chris, what the hell? He ain't that good.
Cookie, go take care of your chicken. We're gonna call. We're not gonna call you back. We're gonna talk to you later, and I'll probably see you a little bit later. But have a wonderful evening, and thank you for your call.
All right. I was told that you got a 95th birthday coming up. You have a happy 95th birthday. Turn 95.
Yes.
I had sex with somebody 32. It was the most wonderful experience in my life. So I just want you to have a lovely, lovely day, and know that Cookie loves you. And I let her know that you thought this was her the whole time.
Oh, thank you. And can you hook a sister up? I wouldn't mind a 32-year-old for my birthday.
Me either.
I got you, honey. I got you. Just meet me at the church on Sunday. I'll show you which one's available.
Well, all right. I'll holler at you, girl.
He can be 23, as long as he's legal. I don't care.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye now.
Bye-bye. That was Simply Cookie. Hit her up on Facebook. You can find out where she's performing this week.
That's awesome.
So, Hope.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit first about Sharita. Hope has this amazing foundation called A Nickel of Hope.
Yeah.
And doing wonderful things with girls. All the things that I want to do.
Great.
All the things that I've been talking about.
Awesome.
Trying to put into play. And, the only thing I don't see on here is there ain't no comedy class teaching these girls how to turn that pain into jokes.
Yeah, because it's a lot of pain. I started this years ago. I'm from a latchkey kid from a single mother home. My mother had my brother and I, at a young age, and I'm from South Central LA, and I didn't see a way out of it until my mother took me out of that school and put me on the school where the rich kids went to. Audubon. And they were rich kids and this and that. And I thought we were doing all right. We always had food and furniture, and, my mother had a car, and, nothing was ever turned off. So I thought we were doing good until I went to that school, and the girl I made friends with, I went to her house over in View Park, and she had a swimming pool and a pool table in the middle of the living room. And I went home and I said, Mama, we poor. Mama, we are poor. But what it did was give me hope. And it let me know that I could get to the other side, that I didn't have to be in this environment. Even though we were in it, my brother and I, we were not of the environment.
Yes.
We were just in the hood. And so it gave me hope to see a better thing. And I've been working with girls and mentoring girls. And then when I moved to Dallas, it's a lot going on with our young girls. And I feel that if we get our girls together, the men or the boys have to come along, because we actually drag the boys. Remember, a boy, he'll grind you forever. You at the party, he'll grind you for about 35, 40. He'll grind you.
I think you have a call. Hey, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from? Caller?
Yes, hi. My name is Jesse. I'm calling from LA Care. Is there a Miss Maria Sanchez there?
Oh, Jesse, I think you have the wrong number.
Sorry, Jesse. We're going to get a screener. We're going to get a screener of calls up in here. Sorry, Jesse.
No. So back.
And so we did the mentoring program in some of the schools in Dallas. We would go every Wednesday, and it was a 10-week program, and each girl had their own mentor. Everybody had to have a background check. And this is a whole nother story, but 80% of the pedophile now are women. Really?
What?
80%. And it's not women against boys, it's women against girls. You think you taking your daughter to your girlfriend's house and she's safe, these women are turning our girls out as well.
Wow.
What?
Yes.
Oh God.
Yes,
how
it's horrible.
disheartening.
So each woman, every mentor had to have a background check.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't looking for if you've been to jail or this and that, because I feel like there's some stories in there too.
Exactly.
You know, I just wanted to make sure you didn't have any type of sexual, history or
Yes.
background or things like that.
Yes.
And that was important. And the youngest girl pregnant in Dallas was 8 years old.
Oh my God. What a
8.
shame.
8 years old.
Oh my God.
And a lot of times our kids get in trouble when they're out of school on the different breaks, spring break, Christmas, because their parents still have to go to work, and they're at home by themselves. And like my mother used to tell me all the time, when you don't think anybody's watching you, men are always watching you.
Always. Yeah.
Always, and they figure out your patterns and when you come and go and things like that. And if we lift their self-esteem, and teach them about that. And what we did was I got their hair done for them. We had slumber parties. I took them out to eat. We'd have people come in and teach them how to sit, set the table, how to walk. And it just really, really, really lifted their self-esteem. It makes a difference. And even the mentors, even the mentors, they are women that have similar backgrounds who have made it.
Right.
And the part of the program is that they have to pick up the girl once a month and keep her for the weekend and take her places and hang out with her and things like that. So
We have another caller. Caller, what's your name and where are you calling from? Are you there? That was probably Miss Sanchez's bill collector trying to track her down. She gave him our number.
Yeah.
And the thing is, and I hate hearing about that young girl, but I mean something like that ruins your life. But the thing that I want to try to get young women to understand is there are options.
Yes.
Just because something happened to you at 12 or 13 doesn't mean that controls your entire life. There's an option open for you. And by instilling or helping them to realize their value, because that's where we lose them. They don't think they're worth anything more than get my nails done or get my hair done.
Well, sometimes, Brooks, a lot of it has to do with sometimes their innocence is taken away from them. The family, I was molested in my family, and you thinking nobody in your family would do that to you, not my uncle, not my stepdad.
They're there to protect
They're
you.
supposed to be there
Yeah.
protecting.
Yes.
So then when their innocence is taken away from them, then their self-worth is gone. And they think that they're not worthy, or this was supposed to happen to me, or I'm dirty, or why did this happen to me? I must not be worth anything. So then you have to build the self-esteem back up again, and get them to a place of where they feel worthy. And that's just with women in general. You hook up with some guy, you think everything's wonderful, and then all of a sudden he beating you. Oh, he loved me, but and this and that, or he telling you ain't this, or don't want you around your friends, or and all those things that women we take it. We just take it, and we just keep taking it and taking it, and the next thing you know, you on Snapped. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the important thing is that there's women like yourself that are giving people. Oftentimes they don't know there's the option.
Exactly.
And so because of the exposure, just like you didn't realize what your financial situation was in your family until you were exposed to something else.
Exactly.
So it's women like yourself and Brooks and even Kim, Coles, who's doing some things.
Yes.
People that they see outside of their community, that they see on television, that they see making people laugh, but you have a story.
Yes.
And so they hear your story. It encourages them, because so many of them are coming from women that have been damaged. And they don't know how to help their daughters through it.
They don't.
And some of them, the sad thing is they're the ones that are behind having their daughters damaged. You have some women that are literally pimping their daughters out. You have some that have been hurt so bad that they feel like it was their fault, and so when their daughter has had the same experience, now they can't even talk to her about it. I mean, so many of these organizations, there's so many different stories and reasons why the situation happened, and so the fact that you are stepping up and reaching these young lives, that's important.
A lot of things like the movie Precious, the love has to be there. You have to know that you're loved. I raised my son all by myself, and you know, the one thing I always let him know is that I love you.
Mm-hmm.
Love, you didn't have to look for love in the street because I love you right here at home.
Right.
And I would hear him say that on the phone. He said, I don't care if you don't like me. My mama love me. My mama say I'm handsome. My mama think I'm this.
Yeah.
And because love comes from home.
Yes.
Sure.
You know, and that's the most important thing. And when that's broken and when that's not there, or like my mom, she only hugged on holidays and birthdays because she said that's what my grandmother did to her. You know, and so I feel like I needed to break that cycle in my family. But I'm a loving person, period. I love affection. I love, and if you do well, I'm going to love on you. And if you don't, I'm still love on you.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, and so that's the thing. The girls, some of them just needed, they had my phone number. They could call me anytime they wanted to. And I'd let them talk. And they would, the stuff that our kids have to go through at home is amazing.
Yeah.
It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to talk to September a little bit and see what she's been doing out there in the what?
Mojave Desert.
Mojave Desert with the rattlesnakes and the boa constrictors and bears and
lions and tigers and bears.
Exactly. And what a life and what an amazing place to be and to be able to write and just commune with God. We're going to be right back and we're going to talk to September Pierce. You are listening to A Necessary Conversation here at LATalkLive.com, where we are more than just talk. We'll be right back.
Loving she wants. Don't make the mistake of thinking old-fashioned. Times have changed from yesterday. No longer will those old double standards be accepted by the women of today. So when you think you're fooling her, she just might be fooling you. Remember, if you can do it, she can too. Because a woman needs a love just like you do. Hey.
You are now tuned into LA Talk Live. We're more than just talk. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
Fool around just like you do. Unless you give her all the loving she wants. When her eyes are begging for affection.
Do you suffer from degenerative diseases such as high blood pressure, diabetes, fibroid tumors, high cholesterol, genital herpes, or a plethora of other diseases that rob you of a quality life? If so, then visit the website of herbalist Tahuti Ma'atra at dhealthstore.com and open the door to natural healing at an affordable price. dhealthstore.com has over 1,800 products created by herbalist Tahuti Ma'atra, specifically designed to help you heal the natural and safe way. At dhealthstore.com, you'll find everything from herbal formulas and cleanses, such as Tahuti's famous full body detox, as well as herbal teas, extracts, natural body butters, lotions, creams, children's products, hair care products, and of course, sexual enhancement products for both men and women. So visit the website of Tahuti Ma'atra, dhealthstore.com, or call toll free at 1-888-823-9416. dhealthstore.com.
Get the biggest and fastest refunds on the planet, guaranteed. One call to First Quality Tax Service does it. First Quality Tax Service is committed to their model of triple protection, worry-free, peace of mind accuracy guaranteed. In these difficult economic times, First Quality Tax Service has created options to help you avoid the upfront cost of their service, which means no out-of-pocket expense for you. Assisting in personal and business tax preparation. Call 310-677-1047. That's 310-677-1047. Or stop by 1401 North La Brea Avenue on the corner of 64th Place and La Brea.
Hi, I'm Jerry Bell of the Daz Band in New Birth. And I'm Brahima Arsalan, inviting you to join us every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Pacific Time for Jerry Bell's R&B Soul Classics, baby. Join us as we play some of the greatest hits of soul and R&B and listen in to interesting discussions with the legends of the music. So don't you forget, join us on the Jerry Bell's R&B Soul Classics. You'll love it. Exclusively on LATalkLive.com. You can also catch us on iTunes Radio, R&B, Live 365, Radio Flag, and now Stitcher Radio. Or watch us and listen directly at LATalkLive.com, baby. Reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live And we are more than just talk, baby. We're music.
Hey, what's up, people? It's Jennifer Tapier from StarCam. You guys might know me from the red carpet, catching up with all the stars. But guess what? We're bringing the red carpet to the radio right out here on LA Talk Live. I'm going live Thursday nights at 6 p.m. We got hot topics, celebrities, and much more. We were featured on Chloe Lamar on E!, Howard Stern, T.I.'s Family Hustle. You know how we do. So check it out on Thursday nights, 6 p.m. All things Hollywood, everything celebrity. StarCam Radio?
StarCam Radio? StarCam Radio!
Oh yeah, follow us on Twitter at StarCam Radio.
Thank you for staying with us. We are back on A Necessary Conversation. My guest, the founder of A Nickel of Hope, Miss Hope Flood, amazing author, Miss September Pierce, and of course, one of my favorite people because she helps make dreams come true, Miss Sharita Herring. Ladies, welcome back. September used to be a regular part of the show every week almost, and she would come on and give advice, mostly to me, but
that's all right. If it helps you, that's what it's for.
That's right.
It's going to help somebody else.
That's right. Absolutely, and it has helped me tremendously, but it's also helped other people.
That's right.
September. Her book, her story, and then she does these amazing card readings. I have to bless you with one.
She's read for me.
September has?
I know September.
How do y'all know each other?
And I met her in Texas.
Sure did.
Are you kidding?
I was at a World Ventures convention, and I knew Hope was there because she'd been in touch with me before then. So we met. We met for dinner.
Mm-hmm. Oh my
in
goodness.
the hotel.
Mm-hmm. So you see the kind of people I know. Mm-hmm. They're everywhere.
I know everybody.
Hope knows
everybody. I was going to say she knows everybody.
Ooh, and everything. We have a caller. Hey, caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Are you there?
Bertha, Long Beach.
Hey, Bertha. Are you there?
Yes. I was thought. Can I also online?
Uh-huh. I'm sorry, we can't hear you. I think you're a little close to a microphone or phone or your volume is really loud, so your voice is distorted. Let's try it
Okay,
again.
let me hang up and call back.
All
No,
right.
you sounded good there.
Yeah, that worked.
That was fine.
Okay, call us back. Okay, so September, you moved to the Mojave Desert.
I did.
You are out there with all the nature.
Yes. And I'll tell you, I have to let you, well, thank you for having me on the show. Such a blessing to come here every single time. And I was really flustered on the way here because it was a little over a 3-hour drive, and there were 2 accidents and 1 log jam. And I just kept thinking, don't look at the clock. Don't look at the clock. Just come. And I called you, told you I might be late. I walk in, I'm flustered, I'm hot, and Richard's playing the most beautiful, serene, melodic, calming music, enough so that I stopped sweating and I felt completely at home when I walked in the studio. So I just want to thank Richard for always doing that, blessing the studio with that type of energy.
Yes. So,
But
what have you been up to?
Well, initially I moved out to the desert because to just cut back on my expenses, to move into a place that was more realistic for me that I could afford. And I had a list of places. I actually wanted to move originally to Palm Springs.
Mm-hmm.
I got halfway to Palm Springs, and David, my sweetheart, said, "Where's the list?" And I started rummaging around. I thought, I think I left the list. I said, darn it. And I had a piece of paper folded up, and I opened it up, and there was one place listed. And it was in Morongo Valley, which is the desert.
So I said, well, let's just go look at this one. We're already halfway here. Let's just go look. And he seemed so upset that I had left the list. And I thought, well, uh-oh. I said, but you know what? I think God is directing us to exactly the place I need to be. I just feel it. So we drove up this old Indian road. Morongo Valley is an old Indian, it's old Indian land. And they lived there until recently. And then, of course, when settlers came in and took over Morongo Valley, some of the Indians still stayed, and there's still some living there. You can see it's very kind of hippie almost. Everybody has long hair. Wow. And you expect them to be rednecks and unfriendly. Everybody's completely friendly. Well, anyway, getting back to this, looking at the house. So we go up this road, and there's bricks, and there's stones, and there's dirt, and I'm looking at him like, I don't know. You know, there's no real road. It's rustic, everything. We get to the chain link fence, and all we could see is desert. And he looked at me, I looked at him. Well, then the woman came up behind us. She said, oh, hi, you're going to love it out here. And naturally walked up the hill, the sweetest little house on top of this hill.
Wow.
And then she said, oh, yeah, and by the way, you have 5 acres. So we have a house for half the money, 5 acres of land that we can do whatever on. And I was right. God blessed us with that one place. He didn't want to confuse us with a bunch of other things. And although I found out at that meeting that there were all kinds of animals, bears, mountain lions, cougars, rattlesnakes, pythons, tarantulas, coyotes, all kinds of rodents. When they said rodents, I was out. But I thought, wait a minute. We're moving up into old Indian land. There's a lot of history here. There's a lot of spirituality here. And my bedroom faces the east. So I see the sun come up in the morning. I see the sunset at night. And I see every single clear constellation in the sky. And I go out day and night because I want to familiarize myself with the land. These creatures were there before I came.
Absolutely.
And they'll get used to me. And I go out in my wheelchair. I have an electric wheelchair, and it's very dangerous, the terrain, so I get stuck quite frequently, so I've learned to carry a stick with a hook. But I said all that to say this. We have so much power inside of us. I tell everybody who I do a reading for that. We have so much power that we don't use. It's just like a show I was watching the other day about how much of our brain we use and how much goes to waste because we are so content to hold on to our habits and we don't want change. That's a mistake. Hope your foundation is going to provide so much joy for a lot of young girls. I was a project girl. I was raised up in the project. I was a latchkey kid, just like you. And I lived with my 2 brothers and my mother. And a lot of times when you tell your stories, the project stories were horror stories. And I'm sure you know that too, being from a tenement or whatever. But we have to look at our genealogy. Look at your mom. Look at your grandmother. What did they go through? And in our genealogy, every single woman in my family ended up a single parent. But every single woman ended up a strong woman.
Yes.
My grandmother ended up owning property, businesses always. She had everything from a grocery store to a restaurant to a bed and breakfast. I was always entrepreneurial. My daughter is an attorney. And she was a single parent when she was very young, 16 years old. So I tell girls and boys, don't hold on to those habits of futility, thinking that there isn't any hope. Somebody's holding me down. The only person holding you down is you.
It's you. Absolutely.
And if you have $1 and you can, I tell my clients to go to the store and get a candle. Petition like people do in church for a blessing, whatever it is, whatever you need. And God listens to us. I call on him every day. I know he is so sick of me, but I call on him. I go out, as I said, in my chair. I got stuck 2 or 3 times. Now David's gone, so I'm up there by myself, no legs, in my wheelchair, stuck in the sand. And it's just intention. I'm like, Lord, I'm getting out of here. And I'm getting out of here right now. Just relax. And I relax and I get myself out of that. And just like feeling helpless, not being able to go anywhere if I do get out of my chair, it's not me. I know that God is above and he put me here and he put me here for a reason. He's not going to let anything happen to me. So if you only have $1 and you go to the dollar store and buy a candle and petition to the Lord for something that you want with the intention of getting it, not hoping, not wishing, not praying. Lord, this is what I want.
Can I tell a story about?
Absolutely.
When I somebody introduced us, I can't remember, and they said you got to go meet her, and I went and met her, and it was just the best blessing of my life. And my mother's been dead. It was 10 years. My mother died of diabetes. She was only 56. It was 10 years on the 1st of February. It was a hard day for me because it was like a decade, and I just felt sad that day, you know. But she told me, she said, you know, and I knew this was real because, you know, people read and you just, but I knew it was real because she said, you know what, your mom just wants you to acknowledge her sometime. She said, you're so independent, and that was always her biggest thing with me, but she raised me to be this independent woman, but not of her. So I couldn't understand it, you know. I'm independent, Mom, but not of her. She still wanted us to come to her for everything. And about 3 or 4 years ago, I was doing a play in Detroit, and the guy who wrote the play, the promoter, hadn't paid for our hotel room. So we went to another city to do the play, and we came back. All of our stuff had been moved out of the room. Now, we've been living in this room a week, me and my boyfriend at the time. So all of our stuff was out. And so I was just upset. So he came in, paid for the room, and they brought all our stuff back in. And I was laying there, and I thought I heard the door open. And I was like, you know, I'm mad now because I'm like, they coming in our room again. What is going on? We didn't pay for the room. But I know I put the security lock on and everything. And I felt a presence. And it was my mother's birthday that day. And I remembered you. And I said, happy birthday, Mom. It was like, she was like, you gonna, you know. And I felt her presence. And she said, I said, happy birthday, Mom. And then she just left the room, just very, very simply. And so I get that from time to time.
That's beautiful.
And
I really
you will. We're going to take a short break. We're going to come back and talk some more about whatever we decide.
Whatever we want to.
Miss Sharita Herring is going to be joining us, and we're going to hook up Hope with some grants for all those girls that she's working with.
And retreats and self-esteem
Yes.
and women.
That's
and
Yeah, we got some stuff to
We got
talk
some work
about.
to do.
You are listening to A Necessary Conversation here on LATalkLive.com. We are reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. I have some amazing guests. We're talking about some wonderful things. Come back. Join us. We'll be right back.
Very well, I believe I know you very well. Wish that you knew me too very well. And I think I can deal with everything going through your head very well. And I think I can think very well. Wish that you knew me too very well. And I think I can.
LA Talk Live, reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we're more than just talk. Stay tuned.
Try to boss the bull around, but does she really think she'll get by with a dream? My woman wants to be a superwoman, and I just had to say goodbye.
Do you suffer from degenerative diseases such as high blood pressure, diabetes, fibroid tumors, high cholesterol, genital herpes, or a plethora of other diseases that rob you of a quality life? If so, then visit the website of herbalist Tahuti Ma'atra at dhealthstore.com and open the door to natural healing at an affordable price. dhealthstore.com has over 1,800 products created by herbalist Tahuti Ma'atra, specifically designed to help you heal the natural and safe way. At dhealthstore.com, you'll find everything from herbal formulas and cleanses, such as Tahuti's famous full body detox, as well as herbal teas, extracts, natural body butters, lotions, creams, children's products, hair care products, and of course, sexual enhancement products for both men and women. So visit the website of Tahuti Ma'atra, dhealthstore.com, or call toll free at 1-888-823-9416, dhealthstore.com.
Are you ready to enjoy the Maui lifestyle? You can have it all by owning real estate on the paradise island of Maui. Dennis Rush, a 22-year Maui resident and real estate broker, brings his wealth of experience and market knowledge to add value to your Maui real estate understanding, providing a level of service as unique and exceptional as the island of Maui itself. The magical island of Maui was voted the most exclusive resort island in the world by Condé Nast Traveler, and keep in mind, Maui is only a simple, non-stop flight away. Hawaii Business Magazine Top 100 Realtors awarded Dennis Rush the 2011 fourth top realtor on the island of Maui. Go to www.dennisrush.com to view all of the amazing properties currently available in the Maui MLS system. Whatever your needs or desires, Dennis Rush will provide a private consultation for any Maui properties your heart desires. You will be in good hands. Once again, go to www.dennisrush.com. That's www.dennisrush.com. Contact Dennis today to start your Maui lifestyle now. Dennis Rush, proud sponsors of the Dawn Christie Show and LA Talk Live.
Fellas, I wonder what you mind if I talk to you a minute. You know, sometimes we have a tendency, or should I say we forget what a woman needs every now and then. That is, if you want to keep your thing together. Listen to me now.
We're back. I'm just all into the music. I'm sorry, Richard, do that on purpose. Just distracts us.
That's when music was music.
Yeah.
And men respected women, and they sang, and they wrote songs from the heart.
That's right.
About how they felt about their woman, their black woman.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to get back to that.
I don't know how, but
there's got to be a way.
By doing the things that you're doing.
Yeah, we got to get the girls in line.
Do you remember there was a play, I think it's in the Elizabethan period, called Lysistrata? Well, Lysistrata was the queen, and her husband was a major ruler, king, and they were always fighting these wars against the outlying countries, right? And every year the men would go out strong and healthy, come back beat down and all screwed up, right? Husbands was dead, widows and children, no fathers. So all the queens of the nation got together, and they decided that they had to put a stop to the war. So they decided, we are giving up no more coochie until you find a way to end these wars.
And get along.
And it happened, and it worked. So ladies, there is power in the punani. Recognize.
Yes. Well, every man's downfall in the Bible is over a woman.
Not just in the Bible, in everything.
In everything is a woman.
You can name OJ, President Bill Clinton. Okay, you can Martin Luther King. Oh my God, I just read stuff that just made me cringe. I don't want to know things about my leaders.
As the only man in the room, the only male voice on the mic, I normally don't step in, but I had to correct you, Flood. Every man's weakness is a woman.
And downfall.
No.
And what's their downfall?
But every man doesn't have
not every man has a downfall. And
Yeah.
every woman in his life is not a downfall.
True that.
For correction,
I understand what you're saying.
Let me get Michelle Obama on the phone real quick.
Get my first lady on the phone.
She'll correct you.
Well, let me tell you this.
Not every man's downfall is a woman.
I understand what you're saying. I will correct that. That makes sense.
A woman is woman.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
the fact of the matter is, that every man's blessing is a woman.
That's right.
Should be.
I've had my share. Trust me when I tell you.
We ain't gonna man hate on this one.
No, we ain't.
But there's a grant for those relationships. There are grants for relationships.
Oh, wow. We're not going to hate on men right now.
No, we don't hate
grant for that.
I love a grant for that.
I love them.
Before we get started, I just want to say that I have a film project that's in the Pan African Film Festival this weekend. A film that I worked on with my husband, and
I love that.
He is moving it forward. So if you're at the Pan-African Film Festival this morning, look for my film. It's called A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the White House. I knocked on a door and a brother answered. Yeah, I was there for the conception, and
we're waiting on a check. Is that what you're trying to say? We're waiting on a check.
I will be receiving my compensation. Yes, indeed. So check it out. It's an amazing film. Some great work went into that. So check it out.
Yeah, I'm planning on going to see it. It's at
good. You didn't see it before?
It's Saturday.
Tell him
Saturday at 3.
Tell him to give you my copy, please. He was supposed to drop it off several weeks ago, and I still don't have it. So.
Yeah. Well, I've got a copy, but I was going to go and support because I know you guys worked really hard on that.
Yeah,
so,
really hard on that project.
And there's a grant also for film.
Yeah, and is there a grant for being taken off your project and the project keep going on? And
it's called alimony.
Well, there's a grant for moving on and with what you're doing right now, and for getting past things and discussing, being able to talk and get over it. Because you are beautiful that way, and you are having that birthday tomorrow.
Oh, God. Is there a grant for that?
Yeah.
Birthday grant.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The only reason why I've been getting a couple of texts over here, and there are people that are asking me stuff about grants, so I keep saying, okay, there's a grant for that too. But when you were talking about the young ladies and even the retreats, there's grants for both. Like there's grants for the two of you to collaborate, and you can even take young women up to September's Place.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it could help her to cover what she's having to pay for her facility. Okay. And there's grants, like for instance the Adele Hanger Foundation, ADELL-Hanger Foundation. They give grants for retreats. The Ambrose Monell, that's AMBROSE. And then Monell, MONELL Foundation gives grants for retreats and even spiritual retreats. And even with Brooks going through what she's going through right now, let's say that we ladies wanted to go away and spend time up at her facility. We can go there and have a retreat and man hate all we want to if we want to, or just go up there and heal. So don't. There's so much money available for even self-esteem and leadership development and improved communication skills. And so, sorry, I'm making noise over here.
Now, what can we get for? Talk a little bit about the females in comedy.
There's one that I just looked up, and you can go to. Let's see, this website. Let me copy it and go back to because I went away from it for a moment. Let me paste it in.
She working hard.
This grant is the AAUW grant, and they give dollars for laughter. See, what you have to concentrate on also is it's not only laughter. What happens when you laugh? You feel happy. Yeah. It helps when people make you laugh and you feel better about yourself. It helps with self-esteem, leadership development, all of that. So AAUW, it's breaking through barriers for women and girls. And they give dollars. They're giving dollars, small grants from $2,000 to $7,000, or they'll give up to $15,000. And these are 1 and 2 year grants. Wow! And their site, they are at www.aauw.org. And you can go there and look at the grants that are there. But anything that you're doing with comedy, and also the women, because this is your career, and so this is your job, this is where you get paid. So if you have even startup comedians that are going along with you, now it's career development, it's sustainability, capacity building for what they do in their business. So that's why I'm saying don't only think about what is the actual subject, but what is the outcome of what you're doing. Okay. And so there's grants to help those young musicians.
Now, let me ask you, does it take a long time to get these grants, or they have deadlines, and is it hard, and is everybody trying to get them? Do you have to be nonprofit? Do you have to have 501c3? How does it work?
Most grant funders want you to be a 501c3 because they want to be able to write the dollars off. Yeah. Okay. But you collaborate, like with Brooks' organization. Excuse me, that we're forming, and so that way you work on a collaboration and the dollars are funded through that nonprofit. But also, as far as is everyone going after it, a lot of people don't think about when they're going after a loan, whether it's with Bank of America, Wells Fargo, or whatever. They don't worry about how many people are going after that money. They have no idea, but they go after it anyway. Exactly. But people expect something different when they're going after grants. The thing is that last year alone, more than $300 billion was given in grants, not even including government money. Also, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Zuckerberg, Ted Turner, they're all giving now 50 to 90% of their wealth to the nonprofit arena. So there's so much money out there.
Why are they doing it?
Because for one, it's a major write-off. And instead of letting it all get ate up in taxes, now they can give it away and it's a write-off. The other thing is that when you are submitting for grants, they let you know how soon you can get the money. They may say that we're awarding the dollars on February, starting February 28th. You can submit awarding by April 1st. They let you know, and all grant funders are different. So the time frames, they vary with each funding organization.
Sharita, is there a cost to apply for a
No,
grant?
and if someone is charging you to submit for a grant, I always say look somewhere else. Because see, they want to give the money away or they're taxed on it. So all you have to do is the same way things that I'm doing is looking up or get on my email list, and you can start getting all the money that we send out.
But I think she's saying, I'm thinking a lot of, there are people who write the grants and they want to be paid.
Well, yes, grant writers.
But you know what? I always tell people, look at the grant application first before you, do you go look for someone to write your business plan before you look at a loan application, or do you look at the loan application first and see if you can do it?
Sure.
And so often funders are just needing a 2-page letter. So people say I need a grant writer before they even know the process.
We're going to take a short break, and we're going to come back, and then we're going to close out the last 15 minutes with my guest, Ms. Sharita Herring, September Pierce, and Hope Flood. We'll be right back at LATalkLive.com. You're listening to A Necessary Conversation.
I gave my heart to you. What more can I do to show you how much I care about you and all the little things you do? But see, all I ask is that you make me feel like I'm somebody all day, every day,
We know there are many choices of internet radio, and the staff and host of LA Talk Live would like to thank you for choosing the internet's hottest destination for the most eclectic sound and invigorating talk. This is LA Talk Live. We are more than just talk.
Do you suffer from degenerative diseases such as high blood pressure, diabetes, fibroid tumor, high cholesterol, genital herpes, or a plethora of other diseases that rob you of a quality life? If so, then visit the website of herbalist Tahuti Ma'atra at dhealthstore.com and open the door to natural healing at an affordable price. dhealthstore.com has over 1,800 products created by herbalist Tahuti Ma'atra, specifically designed to help you heal the natural and safe way. At dhealthstore.com, you'll find everything from herbal formulas and cleanses, such as Tahuti's famous full body detox, as well as herbal teas, extracts, natural body butters, lotions, creams, children's products, hair care products, and of course, sexual enhancement products for both men and women. So visit the website of Tahuti Ma'atra, dhealthstore.com, or call toll free at 1-888-823-9416. dhealthstore.com.
People, it's Jennifer Tapia from StarCam. You guys might know me from the red carpet, catching up with all the stars, but guess what? We're bringing the red carpet to the radio right out here on LA Talk Live. I'm going live Thursday nights at 6 p.m. We got hot topics, celebrities, and much more. We were featured on Chloe Lamar on E!, Howard Stern, T.I.'s Family Hustle. You know how we do. So check it out on Thursday nights, 6 p.m. All things Hollywood, everything celebrity. StarCam Radio?
StarCam Radio? StarCam Radio!
Oh yeah, follow us on Twitter at StarCam Radio.
Hey everybody, it's Miss R&B, and I'm inviting you to come and hang with me every Thursday night at 9 p.m. PST for Perspectives Corner with Rona Roe Bennett on America Talk Live. Hear and see interviews and live performances from some of our favorite celebrities and personalities in entertainment, sports, business, and the wellness industries. We're getting lifted and we're going deep, talking about life and empowering the champion in us all. See you there.
If they gleam in the sun while they spinning, they fit on my truck, and I could remember. And if it came in a sack, no stems, no seeds in a bag, then I could remember.
We are back. We got our final segment coming up. So callers, if you have a question for Sharita, Hope, or September, call us at 323-247-7443. We'd love to talk to you. So September, as we close out, tell us what's coming up with you. I know we're going to be looking forward to. We're going to be out on the speaking circuit and selling your book, but I know you're writing. You have some other great things that you're going on. So tell us what's up.
Well, I'm so thankful that I wake up. I was sharing this with Sharita earlier. I wake up in heaven. I wake up, the sun's shining in, the sun's coming up over the mountains. It's a panoramic view of the mountains. And I'm writing a book called, I'll tell you why I'm writing this book. When people, for example, I recently saw a new doctor, and he asked me, doctors are quite shocked when I take my legs off and they see how badly scarred I am. And the doctor said, I just want to know how you got to this from your experience in your accident. How did you get to this? And I said it was with the help of a lot of people. A lot of people, thousands of people. And so my book is going to be entitled The Most Incredible People I Barely Met, because all these people had a hand in my recovery. Wow. I remember one time I was in the hospital and I was really low. And I kept thinking, why do people keep coming in here telling me I'm going to get better? And they have both their legs. I was really angry that they would constantly say that to me. So one day a woman came in and she was on crutches and she was on one leg. And she walked in and I perked up and she said, I came in without my leg because I wanted you to know that you're beautiful. She was very beautiful as well. And she said, I don't want you to be embarrassed because you lost your legs. This was an accident. And hearing it from her, it lifted me all the way up because she showed me a possibility. And she said, I can do all my housework without my legs on. And to this day, people are amazed at what I can accomplish without my legs on. I don't even have to have them on. But that lady did that for me. So the book is about a bunch of people, and it's about good and bad experiences. Like you said, Hope, I got attacked several times. I was kidnapped at one point. I was always attacked at gunpoint, knife point, because I look easy. I walk with a cane, and I was not aware. But to this day, I look around before I get in my car. I've had homeless people walk up towards me. I'm like, hey, back up. And they're like, man, what's your problem? I said, don't walk up on me. What do you want? I'm more aware now because by the time they get close to you, they're in your car.
Exactly.
So I'm more aware. And I had a husband, thankfully, who was Special Forces. So he taught me things to do without my legs on because he said, you want to hurt the person. You want to stop them right now. You don't want them to go another step. So you have to hurt them. And he showed me several techniques that I will use if somebody was to climb in my window or even knock me down on the ground, because you're not helpless. You're not a victim until you become one.
Yes, exactly. So we don't have any personal appearances coming up soon? Any speaking engagements in the month of February?
I got an invitation from a church in Pasadena called Santa Anita Church, and I met the guy at the post office, and he asked me if I would speak at his church. So I said yes, I would.
Excellent.
Good.
Yes. That's good. Very good. Miss Hope Flood, let's talk about the comedy conference for a minute and all the women that you have coming in. Who are some of your special female celebrities that are going to be joining us this year? Last year was a hoot.
Last year was a hoot. I threw that thing together in 6 months, and it just formed. And it was stressful. I couldn't talk for a month. They kept calling. The girls kept calling. Like, leave me alone.
We're gonna set it up better this year.
I don't want to talk. I don't even think about a joke or comedy right at this point. and the reason is it was so draining because the girls needed so much. Yeah. They need so much.
And it was all you.
It was all me doing everything. And it's really a lot me doing it this year, but I have delegated some things out. But it's still really me. I'm still the glue that holds it all together. And what I did this year is for 2 months, I kind of stole it from the presidential campaign. I went around on the road for 2 months, from September to November. I went around. I got a female comedy rep in each city. And what I did was say, I'm coming on this date. Let's do brunch. And so they got all the other female comedians together in that city. And we came and we had brunch and we ate and we fellowshiped, we laughed, we cried. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to talk about the convention. I wanted to talk about this movement that I want for females in comedy and what they saying about us in Hollywood and, and what we need to prepare for. If you're really trying to make it in this business. And, some of the girls were like, I don't think I want to do it, or I didn't know, or wow. And
it's not a joke all the time.
It's not a joke.
The business of comedy is not funny.
And that's the first class that I teach is the business of comedy at the convention and how to brand yourself and where's your Twitter and accounts and if your name is Hope Flood, that should be your email address. That should be your website. That should be your Twitter handler. That should be your Facebook page. How do people find you? Keep a number. If you don't get it but a Google number, it's free. You can have that forever if you change cell phone numbers, but have where people can find you and things like that. And so it has worked. I also went because I wanted people to get to know me and I wanted to dispel whatever myths they heard about me. And first thing I told them was, whatever you heard about me, 80% of it is true. I will cuss you out.
Might slap you.
And choke the shit out at you or whatever. But my intentions are good and my heart is in the right place. And I really mean that. And I could be working on my career and doing things for me and trying to get, but I know that for some reason, I didn't want to do it. I swear I didn't want to do a convention, but God kept putting it on my heart to do. And even when I was to put it together this year, I physically got sick because I was like, I ain't doing it. I don't want to do it. And I have a group on Facebook called Females in Comedy Association, FICA. And I put it in the group and I told the girls how I felt. It's about 500-600 girls in the group. And they were like, no, you got to do it. They kept calling and texting and this and that. And because sometimes it's the little people that spoil the vine. And it was just the little people, and there was negativity with some of it. It was the first one. Of course there were going to be mistakes. Of course there were going to be flaws and things. It wasn't perfect, and it may never get perfect. I know people who said they put together conventions 10, 15 years.
Festival is not perfect. None of them are perfect.
None of them are perfect. It's always a snafu or something somewhere. And so you learn every year and you fix things every year. And I saw the mistakes as I was doing it. And so I fixed a lot of those mistakes. But of course, everybody's not going to ever be happy, And
but the majority of the women
girls,
who come for the right reasons,
and they showcased, and these girls got down. We sold out 10 shows at the J Spot. Jay called me at 2:00 in the morning. He said, how did you do that? I've been there 5 years and they ain't never been able to do that. And I'm like, Jay, we're women and this is what we do.
Well, it's going to be great this year. It's going to be even more powerful than last
Linnell is coming.
year.
Kim Whitley, Miss Laura, everybody is coming.
We're going to work it out. We're going to get some great women. Sharita, you have a workshop this weekend.
Tomorrow. At Free Will Missionary Baptist Church, 9:30 to 5:30.
Okay. Is it open to the public?
It is. They should send me an email to sharita@sharitaherring.com. That's SHERITA @sharitaherring, HERRING.com.
Excellent.
And what's the workshop about?
grants. I'm teaching grant writing.
There's a grant for that.
Like that entire conference that you're doing could be a nonprofit. Anything you're doing to empower individuals and expand their business.
We're going to talk
great.
Definitely want to talk about that. And this weekend, you might find me anywhere celebrating my birthday.
All right.
Look, wait. My daughter is having a big party celebrating her birthday. So I said, how old are you telling people you are? She said, I'm just telling people I'm grown. So this tomorrow is my grown-up birthday. So I will be celebrating, hopefully. I will be in Jacksonville, Florida, and Tampa, Florida, doing some shows with Cat Williams this weekend.
Good.
If all goes according to God's plan, we'll be where we're supposed to be. I just want to say thank you, Richard. It was
always
slow start, but a great afternoon. We had a ball. Thank you, Miss Sharita. Always
Thank you.
a pleasure.
Thank you. It's a pleasure being on.
September is so awesome that you drove 3 hours. I love you. I miss you
back.
so much.
Miss you too.
And we will have to set up a retreat and get some grant money and go up there and hang out.
Absolutely.
I'm not a nature-y type person, but I'll go.
City
girl.
Look, let me tell you, Thanksgiving, I was somewhere in Oregon hiking and eating hot dogs, and I'm like, Cat Williams, I will never forgive you for this mess. Listen, thank you, everyone who called in, who listened, who watched. We had a ball. It's always a pleasure to be seen and heard.
Yes.
You know, it's always a pleasure to know that people are looking at you and thinking about you and wishing you well. So thank you, everyone who has wished me well. I am doing great. I'm getting better. This is a fabulous year, 2013 for me. I'm just going to do the damn thing the way God showed me how to do it.
That's right.
It's on. Ladies, thank you, Richard. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Audience, join us next week. We'll be here at LATalkLive.com where we are more than just talk. We will be back with a necessary conversation. My guest next week will be special. I don't know who they'll be, but they'll be somebody you want to talk to. So, thank you, ladies. Have an incredible evening, a wonderful weekend, and everybody, do something special for yourself today. You know, it's that kind of day. We are sending love out to everybody. Peace and blessings, and we are out.
Let a man be a man. Some people call me Broadway tramp now. They even said that Stevie had no place to stay. Listen, 'cause I hung around now down on Broadway. Gotta let a woman be a woman. Let a man be a man. Gotta let a woman be a woman. Let a man be a man. But listen, dig it now. Some people don't like the way Sally was.
Thank you for tuning in to LA Talk Live, reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we're more than just talk. Stay tuned.
Gotta let a woman be a woman. Let a man be a man. Gotta let a woman be a woman now. Let a man be a man.